It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And our focus goes to Jalen Johnson.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too come in off the bye, so we should have 2 teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Man open. It's Goodwin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make the punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're off trying to get to the football, don't they?
First carry now for David Montgomery, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Bears at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action now. Cousins. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Cousins throw there taken in by Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before it is out of bounds. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. They're trying for Lega, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 3.5 to go, 1st quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And now look at him go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Fields. He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receiver
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, good move. He did it again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now for Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
His throw incomplete.
His job is almost defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. The Vikings send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 44.
Here's Fields.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's got it down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Cousins throw complete there to Smith.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Prater for the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5
taken at about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier. He couldn't reel that one in. From the gun on third down, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. To the air again, Fields.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Cousins. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Back to throw, Fields.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead?
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. From 21 yards away.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
To throw is Fields.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Fields now to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Cousins.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got Smith here, and he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Out to his left.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon.
Again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Well, wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Fields.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns.
Now the holder receiver's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the play, fake it, doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. But clearly that was a design play. Cousins on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Cousins.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Herbert. Taken down at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fields on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Now it's Fields.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can